Hi, welcome to Accordion Cafe, and we're continuing the strip down on the Servis machine. We've got the on and off switch here, and just pull them plugs out the back. You can't get the wires the wrong way around when you reassemble. They only go in one way. This is the door interlock switch. Just pull off the connectors on that. Just showing I've got the plug out as usual. I'm going to remove the mains module now, which is at the left hand side down the bottom there at the back, just the two screws holding it in. I'd already loosened these, by the way. That's a Torx driver. Pull that out. Now I've got to disconnect the all the leads to it. Now try not to touch the circuit board on these things. There's microchips and you can damage them with static electricity off your body. There's a couple of tabs you have to undo. You just press the tabs. That's the mounting plate there. And then pull the wiring connectors from around the edges. Once again, mind you don't touch the printed circuit board if you can help it. And there's the module out, so you can replace that if you want to. This is the pressure switch here. Just pull the leads off the back and then give it a bit of a twist and a tug, and off it comes. And there's the pipe to the bottom of the tub for the pressure switch pressure. And we're taking off the connectors now to the water inlet solenoids, and then to remove the water inlet valve assembly solenoids, there's those two lugs there, and there's also two pips, one on each side, little nipple things that stick through, and you have to press on these with your right hand and then twist the valve slightly with your left hand to hold that one down, and then, because you've twisted it a bit, it'll stay down, and then push the other one and continue twisting, and out it pops a bit further. There it goes. And out comes the water inlet solenoids, complete with the pipes which go to the soap dispenser. Looking at the back of the machine again now, we just remove the belt. You can just pull the belt off as you turn the wheel, but if it's difficult, just put a screwdriver in and lever it off like that. Now we're looking at the heater connections now, and just make it a bit plain here. What you've got here is just on the left side you've got a grey lead, on the right side is a black lead, and the centre one is the green with the yellow stripe, your earth lead for the earth bonding on the machine. On a spade take, just pull that off. You can also pull out the leads to the sensor, which is just in the middle there, middle to the right anyway. Now the nut in the middle, when you tighten that nut up in the middle when you're installing these, it spreads a big grommet, so if you give it a tap when you've loosened the nut, it'll loosen off the grommet and you can pull the heater element out. It's a little bit fiddly sometimes because it's got a catch on a latch on the inside, a spring latch, so you have to work against that. And now we're taking out the sensor, just pull that out of its rubber grommet. And the next thing we're going to take out now is the motor. And just take out these two screws which are screwed into the plastic lugs on the tank. Makes things a lot faster with these electric attachments. And then pull the wiring connectors off. Still haven't got my electric screwdriver back yet. Anyway, then you just pull the motor towards you slowly and be ready for the weight of it. Some of them can be quite heavy. This one's not so bad, but some of them are quite heavy. I've got the machine tipped forward, by the way, so we can drop that underneath and out it comes. And there's your motor. And now the machine's on the side now, because we're going to take off the dampers, which look like those. They look like suspension struts, but these are dampers to dampen the machine down. They work in conjunction with the springs and the counterbalance weights. The way you take them out is that white nylon peg, dowel thing if you like, goes through the end of the leg, and there's a nut shaped. You can put a spanner on that to turn it round if you want to, but it's not threaded. But on that side there's a piece which is sprung out, and you have to clamp it. Clamp that piece what's sticking out, so that you squeeze it together and hold that end, the left hand side, and pull the dowel out. But I'm just turning it round at the moment so that you can see where the part is where you have to push in flush with the hole, so that you can pull that peg out. And then the next thing to do, there's the part sticking out. So we need to squeeze that with the, you can use your needle nose, pointer nose pliers, squeeze it in so it's flush, and then give it a tap, and then you can get hold of the other end with your pliers, whatever you, and give it a good tug, and it'll work, and it'll pop out, which will then release the damper leg. And then you can just knock your damper to one side, then out the way, so that you can do the same to the other side, because there's two of those. Now we're just releasing anything else what's on the side of the tub to get it out of the way. The pressure switch, hose and wiring loom, just cut loose the tag. There's two suspension springs at the top, but I'm sorry I didn't have the camera in the right position, but you can plainly see the two springs which are suspending the tub and you just lift them off to release the nylon hanger on it, if you like. But you might as well put these back on after you've removed them from the tub, so that it'll keep them out of the way, or you can take them off altogether and put them in your parts box. Now there's the tub out anyway. There's all the parts. And now we can take off a few more parts. The door seal, that just pulls out from the bottom of the tub, the little drain hole. It's got the pipe which goes to the front of the tub to drain the water out the door seal, and there's a little bit of sealant on that which pull off. You can replace that. The next thing is to release the weight off the front. It's just the three of them holding the concrete counterbalance on. You might have to give that a little bit of persuasion, bit of friendly persuasion with the claw side of the hammer, just to budge it up a little bit, and then that will lift off out of the way. On the bottom of the tank they've got the sump hose, and that goes to the the drain pump, and that goes to the pressure switch. So you can pull that out. It's got a double lip on it, so one lip goes to the inside and one goes to the outside, and you can spread a little bit of sealant on that when you put it back in. I wouldn't use the sticky stuff that goes hard though. You'll have to find something that's soft. And here's the fill hose now. There's you'll see a little triangle there. You line the hose up to align with the arrow, so that you know it's in the right position when you put it in. and you just pull these out again, and once again there's a bit of gunge on the double lip there, some sort of sealant. It's not a hard aggressive stuff, but anyway. And then we've got these torque screws, and you know what a torque screw is. If you don't, well, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Just trying to show you what a torque driver looks like. Yeah, you can't use the Phillips screw on them. Anyway, I cut the film here, just for because I don't want to bore you to death undoing all these screws, and we'll go quickly to when I've took them all out. There must be about 12 or 15 of these to take out, but I've took them out now. I've just cut the film there, edited it out a bit, just spin the tank round to take them all out. And this tank actually came apart very easily. Sometimes they can be really stuck hard together, you know, but you must try not to damage them. But as I say, this one comes apart very easily. Just give it a bit of a pull and see what happens. And as I say, on this one, it came apart very easily. It's a bit frightening actually. It might have been too easy. It's wanted in a leak. Anyway, back to the work. We've taken off the pulley wheel now. We've already removed the. No, we haven't. We're taking out the bolt now with the spanner. So we'll take that bolt out and take off the pulley wheel. Sometimes they're a bit sticky, but this one comes off nice and easy, which is good. And when you're going to remove the tank, don't be tempted to hit that spindle with a hammer, because you'll smash the thread up. Put a piece of wood on it, and then just the wood gets the brunt of it then. And that brings us to the end of the strip down. I'll leave you with a photograph of that. Thanks for looking. Bye for now.